Hello there! Claude Opus 5 is the most capable model for game development right now, and it is half as expensive as Fable, which used to be the best model. So I wanted to put this into the test. First of all, I'm gonna be creating the base game in a platform that is able to create complete projects from just a text prompt. I'm gonna be giving it concept images and also a super complete prompt about the exact game that I wanna create. Then Opus 5 will take that base and add lots of features to it and polish it even more to create something 100% unique and that does not feel like AI slop. Let's get started right away. First of all, okay, let me show you how everything started out. So I use Opus to ideate a little bit on the style of the game and the topic of the game and well, the different mechanics, okay? So well, I ended up creating something like this in which a goblin will move around different platforms. It may need to defeat some bosses. So well, something like this, I think that looks very cool. Then based on these initial concepts, okay, we started creating a GDD, a game design document that, as you can see, is close to 15 pages long. And this one, okay, basically highlights every single mechanic that we want our game to have. As you can see, something that is actually very complete. Then I came to CodeWisp, where not only can you create stuff, but also play other games that the community creates. But well, if you click over here on create, you can write your prompt, which is basically copying and pasting the GDD. And also, okay, with this button, you can attach any kind of reference image, which of course are these three. I recommend that you go with best quality to have the best results. And then you just click on create. And well, after a few minutes, okay, it's finished working. And as you can see, I did have to do a little bit of back and forth to try to make something as good as possible, basically. And the cool thing is that it's very like easy to follow along, because whenever it finishes, it will give you some suggestions, okay, because it actually understands your game. And then with the commands, you can do a lot of things. For example, adding multiplayer, in-game purchases. But well, let's click over here to maximize it. And well, here, let's start a brand new game. As you can see, it was able to 100% match like the style, okay, that I wanted. Here we have the goblin, okay, we can attack the different enemies, we can collect the different things, and overall, like, looks very good. And we can jump over here, we can collect the different things, and let's kill this other guy. And over here seems that we have a boss that, well, currently I can't reach, I think. But well, you know, I just wanted to build the base, okay? Then I actually want to see how good Opus can improve this base game, okay? But well, for example, here I've unlocked like a skill or something like that. So with the shift now, oh, okay. So we have this dash, okay? This looks very cool. And we have like toxic water here. So very complete, actually. I really like it. And here we can interact with something, sit. Oh, okay. So this gave me extra health. That is very cool. And okay, over here, let's use this dash, okay, because with this dash I now should be able to reach this other platform right here. So over here, shift, and there it is, and we have this kind of boss over here. So let's try to defeat it. There we go, and very close to it. Okay, it's super low on health. There it is. Come on here. Okay, that's cool. And as you can see, well, now we have the next level. So actually very complete. It was able to understand the concept 100%. So I really like it in general. The cool thing is that literally with one click you can export the game, basically, to have the source code. So that's also very handy. And also there are some new features. For example, you have this editor option. So if I want to modify, like, for example, what this text says, for example, game over, for example. As you can see, I'm able to do it. If I want to change the color to, I don't know, pink or whatever it is, I can directly do it. So it's very cool that you actually have some customization over this. And you can also not only modify UI stuff, but also the different objects. So for example, here we have this kind of rats, okay, over here of the different level. So the cool thing is that, I don't know, if I want to modify the position of this enemy, I can modify it here. So these are actually very complete options that make it look like an actual game engine. And that's very interesting, okay? So for example, here we have the platforms, but firstly, let me see if I can restart the game. So here we are. And as you can see, for example, here I can get this platform, and I don't know, let's say that I want to move it up a little bit. And as you can see, I can actually do it. Or if I want to grab, well, this is a decoration in this case, so I can, for example, move it as you can see, or even this platform, okay, this is what I wanted to show you. I can grab it and move it and adjust it as I want. The next thing here is the code, okay, that you can download. Once again, going to export and then export. In the assets, well, in this case, we have the different images. And from here, you can create images, sound, and music if you wanted to. Or also we have the worlds section, in which, as you can see, we can directly customize the layout for each level. So if we wanted to have, for example, more hazards, that is that kind of green water, let's actually firstly select the first level. That's basically this one, as you can see. So let's do something that is very cool. So this one is the player. So I don't know, let's say that we want to add more of this lava or whatever it is, like over here, I don't know, then it should appear. We also have terrain. So for example, supposedly if I add one over here, I believe we should have another platform like right over here, for example. And then in the settings, you have settings for the specific level. So for example, the gravity, and different stuff. So we actually start having a way more control over the exact game. That's very cool. And now, as you can see, when I hit play, I have this new green water over here that I added. I also have this new platform that I added over here, so that's super cool. And also, with literally one click, you can publish your game and share it with whoever you want. Okay, and now I basically opened the game inside a Claude desktop, and I put it in Opus 5 in extra reasoning effort. I just pasted it this prompt with some stuff that I wanna improve. And prior to writing this prompt, in other chat, I told Claude Opus 5, play the game, create an audit for it and see what things we can improve. So you can see like the whole flow that we are following over here. And let's see how this all turns out. Okay. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. It looks awesome. Oh, okay. Here we can deal damage to these enemies. Okay, yes, like everything feels way more polished. And okay, here we have another enemy. Let's kill it. That's cool. I love the lining. So we can sit over here. Okay, this gives us more health and listen. Oh, here's like a dialogue system. Okay. Looks awesome. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the sorry, how do you say this? The dash. Okay, this is the dash. There it is. Okay, looks very cool. And okay, take a look at this. This is like the toxic water, but now we also have these platforms. And oh, okay, so now we have a boss, I believe. Oh, it's right here. Take a look at that. Okay, that looks very cool. Very cool. Okay, so I'm sure that we have to climb the platforms. Okay, I love how this looks. But it seems that I am stuck over here. Okay, so I suppose that we have to go over here. Okay, trade. That's cool. Oh, okay. So we have 14 teeth and we can buy some stuff. Okay, this looks very polished. Let's go over here. Let's kill this guy. Let's jump here. Whoa, I love it. And there's even like a parallax background, as you can see over here. Whoa. Let's go now over here. That's cool. With this, we can gain some health. That's amazing. Here we can also trade. And let's see, because I wanna fight the boss, but here now it does not appear. So that's a little bit weird. But well, here this would be the second level. But unfortunately, like, I can't fight the first boss of this level. Because here, as you can see, like, I am stuck. So well, here there's definitely an issue, but take a look at how cool this looks. And with this door... Oh, I can't exit right now. Okay. And this guy... Nope. But anyway, this would be level 2. Take a look at this. Whoa, I love it. Like, it's very good. Oh my god, there is like a frog there that is shooting at me. Take a look at this. Whoa. So yes, this is definitely like super polished. Come on. And this would be, for example, level 3. So as you can see, there are 5 levels in total. And like each of them, okay, has their own style. This is level 4, which is like dark. And take a look at these enemies that we have here. And this parallax background. Yeah, I can't believe it. Let's go over here. over here, come on, let's move. Whoa, yeah, it's so good. And this is level 5, whoa. This is super good, super good. And here's another boss probably, yes. So this will probably be the final boss, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to defeat it. Whoa, yes, but it's a complete different game, right? Oh wow, and it even like spawns other enemies. Looks super good. I can't believe what my eyes are seeing. Okay, only one more left, come on. And as you see, when we kill it, okay, this happens. Looks very awesome. That effect, like it explodes and now... I love it. It looks so good. Take the crown. No. The smallest one picks up the crown. It does not fit, it never fits anybody. Whoa, I really love that part. Whoa. And even a credits. What? I can't believe it. The cast did it. Whoa. I'm completely out of words. Actually, this require a little bit of back and forth, fixing some stuff, adding some other. And in terms of costs, as you can see, it worked for literally something like 2 hours. And the cost, if we take into account API pricing, it would have been something like $120. But well, in terms of the 5-hour limit, I was also using the same account for some stuff while this was working, but I would say that it was something like 30 or 40% of the 5-hour limit, but I'm currently part of the $100 plan of Claude, okay? Just so you know. So well, I really like the final result. Opus 5 is literally just a beast, and I also love what CodeWisp is doing, because it is not just about writing a prompt, okay, and creating a game and that's all. It actually gives you a lot of tools to iterate on the level design, on the different mechanics, customizing the layout, the sizes of the UI, everything. So it's more like an actual game engine that has AI integrated into it. So that's super cool. So well, you're gonna be finding a link to CodeWisp in the description down below. See you in the next one and bye bye.